In this video, I'd like to share 6 love life lessons I've learned in 2024 that hopefully will help your 2025 if you are single. My name is Koloina and I am an entrepreneur who created a makeup brand. And now I am a dating, mindset, and self-improvement coach for ambitious people. So the first lesson that I've learned this year is stop overthinking. Stop being in your head and act more. This year, I've met with the pinnacle of the perfect guy. He's an entrepreneur like me. He's tall and handsome. He wears a suit and a tie. We've seen each other for 6 months where I am used to walk without ever talking. Until one day, a common acquaintance of ours got us in touch. And we spent a cool 15 minutes together. After that, I saw him randomly and I decided to approach him spontaneously. And what a bad idea it was, because he rejected me. He stayed like 30 seconds in the conversation before leaving with zero apology and a disdainful okay, goodbye. And I was very pissed off, but at the same time, so peaceful because at least the message was clear. Game over. And you can call it destiny, but 5 or 10 minutes after he left, there is another man that I've never met before and that I didn't see coming who approaches me. He dares to discuss with me, ask for my phone number, and ask me on a date. All of that within 12-15 minutes. What courage! And so this is the very first key lesson that I've learned is, man, you don't need a woman's sign to approach her. You don't need her permission. If you are interested in her, go for her. Because this is true courage. No matter the circumstance, go talk to her. And I say this because I see comments on YouTube of men who say, women, you shouldn't make the first move. At least stare at him with interest or wave at him, give him a sign, and then let him come to you. Which, as a woman, honestly, it still seems a tease and like the woman makes the first move. That girl, just show him interest is bullshit. It's you finding excuses to stay in your comfort zone and not act. The second love lesson I've extracted from that episode is intelligent people struggle with love because they think too much. That second guy who approached me spontaneously and immediately, he was simple. He is a teacher. Whereas the smart guy, it took him over 6 months to just observe me, because he did observe me. And why is that? It's because for high-level educated people, especially in France, where in college we are used to lecture, we prefer theory over practice. We spend much time in information versus action, which has complexified our neuronal network and which delays action. Our education makes us spend more time in our head overthinking, and this in the end transfers in all areas of our lives, including our love life. And what does it look like? We spend time wondering, interpreting, building cases, scenarios like, wow, if she does this, it means that, and so it means that I can't go talk to her, but maybe if the weather is less cold and I'm wearing a shirt and I am well groomed, then I can go talk to her, maybe. The labyrinth of our mind makes our love life harder instead of facilitating it. Another thing with intelligent people is that because we spend so much time in our head, we can tend to daydream and fantasize more. But be cautious, because thoughts can become addictive through dopamine, which can make you stuck in the vicious loop of rehearsing your love life in your mind instead of living it. That makes you stay in your head rather than acting. The second big love life lesson that I've learned is shoot the shot while you can. This summer, my love life really unfolded like a movie film. After the smart guy left, I was taken within 5 minutes only by the simple guy. It is all what it took. Now, I don't know if he decided to roll back to eventually talk to me. With the smart guy, we bumped into each other and our gazes met. For sure, he stayed behind my back and he watched us. And anyway, if the smart guy came back to eventually talk to me, I was so pissed off and so empowered by the fact that another man had the balls to talk to me. I chose to honor his attitude. So this is what it has taught me, is that opportunities don't last forever. A tad, 1 second can change everything. So stop acting like the girl or the guy is gonna stay there forever. You don't know what can happen. Consider that the train takes off only once. And so you gotta seize the opportunity on the fly. No opportunity, no one waits for you. 3, avoid investing yourself too quickly. You know, there is a difference between being quick, confidently, like, hey, what if we saw each other again? And being quick but needy, like, what is your phone number? Maybe we can go on a date, visit a castle, on Friday nights, take a drink and see a concert, go on a walk. Like, this sounds very filled of insecurity and sexy. So, dear men, remember that women, they like to be chosen for who they are and not because they are just a woman, a vagina, or good company to you because you don't know how to be alone. 4, looks do matter. I know this one is going to sound like a controversy, but stay until the next point because it has its opposite. The fact that the smart guy left the conversation within 30 seconds, this tells me that he took his decision upon a prejudice, upon physical appearance. No matter what it is, it could be that I am a woman of color, the way I'm dressed, my posture. But what is certain is that from now, I refuse my looks or hindrance to my connections. Instead, it should facilitate them. The devil is in the details. And if you choose to be excellent, it will always serve you. It will open great doors of opportunities, greater than if you are just great, average, and than if you are mediocre. And the contrary to that is never judge a book by its cover. You know, through that episode where the smart guy rejected me, I got a slap in the face. Through him, I saw the epitome of the high-value man who is intelligent, ambitious, certainly wealthy, and handsome. But I got so disappointed because what is the point of having it all if you have no heart? And so this reminded me that a high-value person starts from within. It starts with substance over the material, with outstanding character. And so for anyone watching me right now, if you strive to be a high-value person, do the internal work first and let it shine from the inside out. And last but not least, the 6th love life lesson learned in 2024 I will bring in my 2025 is you don't need to do big things nor meet a ton of people in order to find your one. And this one is really about quality over quantity. That tip is very inspired by the recurring question among single people, and that is, where and how do you meet new people? Where do you meet men? Which I honestly answer, well, do you leave your house? Because honestly, I personally don't do anything exceptional to meet new men. I simply enjoy live my life and outside of home as much as possible. Like for example, I've met men where I'm used to work, in the cafe where I used to work, also exchanged in the grocery store once, and finally at a wedding, which is the best place to meet someone through an acquaintance. And honestly, as soon as the person has no ring on it, you can talk to that person. And no joke, but I think I've met and talked with 8 men in total this year, which is enough. And I say this because I'd like to remind you that the one that you are expecting is actually 1 in 8 billion. And I think that it's good to remind ourselves of that statistics because I think that we put ourselves so much pressure on. Like we need to meet how many people in order to find the one. But when you step back and gain some perspective, like that's the reality of it. It's a probability of 1 in 8 billion, which means that one meeting only can change everything. One meeting is all that you need. So what can it look like for you? 1, if you are used to spend most of your time at home, it's time to go out. So it can start with what are you already doing at home that you can do outside of your home? Joining a community particularly. For example, if you are used to work from home, maybe you can take your laptop, rent a co-working space or work from a cafe where you're gonna meet like-minded people. If you like working out, instead of doing it from home, can you go to the gym where you're gonna meet people who like getting fit and in shape like you? Or maybe you can start a hobby, whatever, as soon as you join a community where you can exchange, build relationships, and maybe get noted by someone. Those are the 6 keys to improve your love life in the new year. And know that on Sunday, the 1st of December, I will host a live Q&A and a self-reflection session on our love life in 2024 to get ready for success in 2025. The link is in the description box below, so register now. I see you there. Bye.